Hello there! So today I'll be discussing the binomial expansions. If you're ready, let's begin! Hi there! I'll be discussing to you the binomial expansion. The expansion of the expression the quantity a plus b raised to the power of n can be done by using the binomial a plus b as a factor n times. For example, if you're going to take a look at the expansion of the binomial a plus b, if you have a plus b raised to the power of 0, that will be equal to 1 because you know that any number raised to the power of 0 will be just simply equal to 1. If you have a plus b raised to the power of 1, this is just simply a plus b. If you have a plus b squared, you have to multiply twice a plus b, so that is a plus b times a plus b. That will give you a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If you have a plus b raised to the power of 3, that is to multiply a plus b 3 times. That's a plus b times a plus b times a plus b. Multiplying this 3 binomial, this will give you a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. Alam ko nagtataka kayo paano yan nakuha. Relax lang. Darating din tayo dyan. But anyway, so let's continue. If you have a plus b raised to the power of 4, so you multiply a plus b 4 times. That's a plus b times a plus b times a plus b and a plus a times a plus b. If you're going to multiply this one manually, meron tayong makukuhang a to the 4th plus 4a cubed b plus 6a squared b squared plus 4ab cubed plus b squared. B to the 4th, I mean. So kung napapansin nyo, habang palaki ng palaki yung exponent ng binomial, pahirap din siya ng pahirap. At huwag kayong mag-alala dahil this is just an introduction on how are you going to expand binomial. Pero hindi talaga ito yung pagkaka-expand ng binomial kasi meron tayong ibang paraan paano i-expand ang binomial. And based from this binomial expansion, we have observed that the number of terms will be just simply a plus 1. I mean n plus 1. If you have a plus b raised to the power of 1, your n here is equal to 1. That means to say that you have 2 terms. If you have a plus b squared, your n is 2. So that's 2 plus 1, you have 3 terms. If your n is equal to 4, you have 4 plus 1. That will give you 5 terms and so on. So the number of terms when a binomial is expanded is simply n plus 1. So for example, we have this one. How many terms are in the expansion for each of the following? For example, number 1, x plus b raised to the power of 7. Your n here is equal to 7. Therefore, you have 7 plus 1. That will give you 8. Number 2, your n is 13, so you have 14 terms. Number 3, your n is 17, so you have 18 terms, 17 plus 1. Number 4, you have 23, your n is 23, 23 plus 1, that will give you 24 terms. And finally, number 5, your n is 12, so you have 12 plus 1, that's 13. Ito yung paano kunin yung number of terms sa isang binomial expansion. So since alam na natin paano kunin yung number of terms sa binomial expansion, I guess we are ready on how to expand binomial. So take note that if the coefficients are written only in the binomial expansion, for example, you have a plus b raised to the power of 0, that's just simply equal to 1. If you have a plus b, kung kukunin lang natin yung numerical coefficient niya, we have, they have 2 terms, meron tayong 1, 1. If you have a plus b squared, that will give you 1, 1, 2. Saan nakuha yung 2? Your 2 is just simply the sum of the above numbers. So that's 1 plus 1, that will give you 2. Similarly, if you have a plus b cubed, meron tayong 1, 1. Of course, that's the other side. Then we'll just simply add the numbers above it. So 1 plus 2, that will give you 3. That's 1 plus 2, 3. And another 2 plus 1, that's also 3. If you have a plus b raised to the power of 4, again, you have 1, 1. So again, we will just simply add the numbers above it. So you have 3 plus 1, that will give 4. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. Ayan. If you have a plus b raised to the power of 5, ipagpapatuloy natin yan, meron tayong 1 plus 4, that will give you 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10, and 4 plus 1 is 5, so another 1. Kung ipagpapatuloy pa rin natin yan, meron tayong 1, then 5 plus 1 is 6, 10 plus 5 is 15, 10 plus 10 is 20, 10 plus 15 is, 5 is 15, and 5 plus 1 is 6, and you have 1. So ganun lang on how to to find the numerical coefficients of a certain binomial. Itong makikita nyo, yan yung tinatawag na Pascal's triangle in honor of its proponent Blaise Pascal. Ito yung gagamitin natin in expanding binomial. So, paano siya gagamitin? Yan. If you're going to expand x plus 2y raised to the power of 6, using the Pascal's triangle, you know that since n is equal to 6, so you have 6 plus 1 equals 7 terms. So you have 7 terms. In the binomial expansion, hahanapin natin dito saan yung may 7 terms. And that's located in here. So you have 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. If you're going to count the numerical coefficients, meron tayong 7 terms. So you have 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. So ito yung gagamitin natin na numerical coefficients in order to expand x plus 2y equals. Ayan. So since the numerical coefficient in the Pascal's triangle of x plus 2y equals 6, you have 1, 6, 15, 15, 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. Paano natin i-expand yan? So meron tayong 1 plus 6, 15, 20. You're just going to add it up. Next, ano ang susunod na gagawin natin dyan? Step 1. After makuha niyo mo yung numerical coefficient, we'll proceed with step number 1. Write the first term with a decreasing order of exponent. So the exponent decreases by 1 from term to another term. So since our first term is x, so you have here, we will write the first term with decreasing order of exponents. So you have x to the 6, x to the 5, x to the 4, x cubed, x squared, x to the 1, and x to the power of 0. So yan ang ating step number 1. So gagawin natin to step by step para mas klaro. Then step number 2, that's for the first term. For the second term, we will write it in increasing order of exponent. That means to say the exponent increases by 1 from one term to another. That is for the second term. And take note that our second term is 2y. So from the first step, we are going to write now our second term in increasing order of exponents, starting with 2y to the power of 0, 2y to the power of 1, 2y to the power of 2, 2y to the power of 3, 2y to the power of 4, 2y to the power of 5, and 2y to the power of 6. Okay. After we have expressed this one, we will just simply simplify. You have x to the 6. You know that 2y to the power of 0 is just simply equal to 1. So you have x to the 6 plus 6. X to the power of 5 will be just simply x to the 5, and 2y to the power of 1 will be just simply 2y plus 15. X to the power of 4 will be just simply x to the 4th, of course, and 2y to the power of 4 and squared will be just simply 4y squared. That's 2 times 2 plus 20 x cubed, that's x to the power of 3, and 2y to the power of 3 will be just simply 8y cubed. That's 2 times 2 times 2 plus 15x squared. 2y to the power of 4 is just simply 16y to the power of 4. That's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You multiply 2 4 times. Plus 6. X to the power of 1 is just simply equal to x. And 2y to the power of 5 is 32y to the 5. Plus, of course, x to the 0 is just simply equal to 1. And 2y to the power of 6 is just simply 64y to the 6. So simplifying further, you have x to the 6 plus 6 times 2 is 12. Then just copy the new variable x to the 5y plus 15 times 4 is 60. Then just copy the variables x to the 4th y squared plus 20 times 8 is 160. Then x cubed y cubed plus 15 times 16 is 240 x squared y to the 4th plus 6 times 32 is 192 xy to the power 5 and plus 64y to the 6. So this is how are going to expand using the Pascal's triangle. So the expanded form of x plus 2y to the power of 6 is x to the 6 plus 12x to the 5y plus 60x to the 4th y squared plus 160x cubed y cubed plus 240x squared y to the 4th plus 192xy to the power of 5 plus 64y to the power of 6. Alam ko nalilito kayo, so let's have another example. 2x minus 3y raised to the power of 5. We will expand this one. Since your n is equal to 5, then you have 6 terms. So from the Pascal's triangle, hahanapin natin dito saan yung merong 6 terms. And it's located here. Meron tayong 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. At ito na mga numerical coefficients ang gagamitin natin in order to expand 2x minus 3y raised to the power of. Yan. Using the numerical coefficient dun sa Pascal's triangle, we have 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Again, we will write this one in this manner. And we will proceed with writing the first term with a decreasing order of exponent. Our first term is 2x. So we will write this one as 2x to the 5, 2x to the 4, 2x cubed, 2x squared, 2x to the 1, and 2x to the power of 0. After that, we will write the second term in decreasing order of exponent, and our second term is negative 3y. So you have negative 3y to the 0, negative 3y to the 1, negative 3y squared, negative 3y cubed, negative 3y to the 4th, and negative 3y to the power of 5. So we'll just simply simplify that one. 2x to the power of 5 is 32, and you know that 3y to the 0, negative 3y to the 0 is just simply equal to 1. Plus 5, 2x to the 4th is 16x to the 4th, and negative 3y raised to the power of 1 is just simply negative 3y. Plus 10, 2x cubed will give you 8x cubed, and negative 3y squared is 9y squared. That's negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Plus 10, 2x to the power of 4, squared is 4x squared, and negative 3y cubed is just simply negative 27y cubed plus 5. 2x to the power of 1 is 2x, and negative 3y to the power of 4 is just simply 81y to the power of 4. That's 3 times 3 times 3. Plus, again, 2x to the power of 0 is just simply equal to 1. See, we are having negative 3y to the power of 5 na lang, and negative 3y to the power of 5 is negative 243y to the power of 5. Simplifying further, you have 32x to the 5. 5 times 16 times negative 3 will give you negative 240. Then just copy the variable x to the 4th y. Plus 10 times 8 times 9 will give you 720. Then just copy x cubed plus y squared. Then you multiply 10 times 4 times negative 27 will give you negative 1080 x squared y cubed. Then you have 5 times 2 times 81 is 810 x y to the 4th, and lastly you have positive times negative is negative 243y to the power of 5. Okay, so the expanded form of 2x minus 3y to the power of 5 is just simply 32x to the 5 minus 34x to the 4th y plus 720x cubed y squared minus 1080x squared y cubed plus 810xy to the 4th minus 243y to the power. And so it's your time now to solve. Let's have this one. Expand 2x minus y to the power of 5 and x plus 2 to the power of 6. You may pause this video para mag-try kayo mag-solve. Kung tapos na, then we will check your answer. Is your answer this one? 32x to the 5 minus 80x to the x fourth y plus 80x cubed y squared minus 40x squared y cubed plus 80x to the 4th y to the 4th minus y5, then you're correct. For number 2, x to the 6 plus 12x5 plus 60x4 plus 80x cubed plus 240x squared plus 192x plus 64. So, kung mali yung answer nyo, huwag kayo mag-alala, we will solve it. Again, with number 1, 2x minus y to the power of 5, your NR is equal to 5, so you have 6 terms. And the numerical coefficients in the Pascal's triangle are 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. If you're going to recall. So the first step again is write your first term in decreasing manner of exponents. So that's to the power of 5. 2x to the power of 5, that's our first term is 2x. So you have 2x to the power 5, 2x to the 4th, cube, squared, 1, and 0. After that, you will write the second term in increasing order of exponent, and our second term is negative y. So you have negative y to the 0, to the 1, to the 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we will just simply simplify this one. 2x to the power 5 is 32x to the 5. Negative y to the 0, of course, is just simply 1. 5, 2x to the 4 is 16x to the 4th, and negative y to the power of 1 will be just simply negative y. Plus 10, 2x cubed is 8x cubed. Negative y squared will be just simply positive y squared, kasi negative y times negative y will give you positive y squared. Then you have 2x to the squared is 4x squared, and negative y cubed will be just simply negative y to the power of 3. That's negative y, and negative y. Plus 5, 2x to the power of 1 is just simply 2x, and negative y to the power of 4 will be just positive y to the 4. Kasi your exponent here is even. And 2x to the power of 0 is 1, and negative y to the power of 5 will be just simply negative y to the 5. Simplifying further, you have now 32x to the 5. 5 times 16 times negative y is negative 80x to the 4th y. Then you have 10 times 8 is 80x cubed y squared plus, bakit siya minus? Then 10 times 4 times negative y. Yan, meron tayong negative 40x squared y cubed plus 5 times 2 times y to the 4th is 10x y to the 4th and negative y to the power of 5. So that's number 1. For number 2, you have 6. Again, your n is 6, so meron tayong 7 terms. And that 7 terms will be 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. These are the numerical coefficients. Again, we will write our first term, which is x. You have x to the 6, x to the 5, x to the 4, x cubed, x squared, x1, and x to the 0. Our second term is just 2. So we will write 2 in increasing manner of exponents. So that's 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 2 to the 3, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 5, and 2 to the 6. We will just simply simplify that one. You have x to the 6, 2 to the 0 is 1. Then 6, x to the 5, of course, is x to the 5, 2 to the 1 is 2. 15x to the 4th is x to the 4th, of course, and 2 squared is 4. You have 20x cubed. 2 cubed is 8, 2 times 2 times 2. 15x squared, 2 to the 4th is 16. Then 6x 1 is 6x, then 2 to the 5 is 32. And x to the 0 is 1, and 2 to the 6 is just simply 64. Simplifying that one, you have x to the 6. 6 times 2 is 12, x to the 5. 15 times 4 is 60, x to the 4th. 20 times 8 is 80, x cubed. 15 times 16 is 240, x squared. 6 times 32 is 192x, and you have 64. So that's it for the binomial expansion.